Hey there, aspiring guitarist. Today I'm going to talk about something that to me is vitally important in your guitar journey. Now, look behind me and to the side and all kind of places, and you'll see just a plethora of guitars. Um, Very quickly, many of you that have been with me from the start know about the hand condition I had, a Dupuytren contracture. uh, a doctor, I am not your doctor, this is what happened to me, suggested I knock off gluten because it's inflammatory. So I drastically cut back on gluten. Within a year, I was able to play again. When I started out, I couldn't even put my hand flat on the table. Now I can stretch it, move it. The Dupuytren is still there. You can actually look at my ring finger and see the cartilage that runs down. And yeah, I have to exercise it regularly to be able to play. But you know what? That's a blessing from God to me because I had it taken away. I had to give my Martins and other guitars, certainly wasn't this many, just two or three, to my middle son that really took on guitar. And then when I finally could make a C chord again without it killing me, I called him up and said, I want to buy back the Ovation. That's the Ovation over my head. That is a 1981 Celebrity Ovation. You can see I've had a bunch of my music buddies and family sign it back there. It means a lot to me. It's aged. It's got checking on the top spruce. Um, but it means a lot to me and it sounds great. It is aged beautifully. So, back to what I started off with. What is that statement or question that I had to ask myself? I have a list in my iPhone and iMac desktop under notes where I keep up with every guitar I bought on this soon to be 2 year journey of when I finally got back to playing. I have sold, traded, or given away, mostly given away, um, over 70 guitars. I bought them. This was a hobby to me. Um, if you view that as vanity, I understand. I get something out of it every time I bought and played a guitar. I exercised my hand a little more. I found out um, what felt good, what didn't feel good. I was able to do these videos, talk about things like sizes, strings, this, that, and the other, what have you. So this has been a wonderful hobby for me. Unlike some hobbies people have, a lot of, well, you're going to lose money when you sell the guitar. I don't look at it like that. I've told you this before. I'm trying to hurry to get to what I want to tell you. I don't look at it like that. I look at every guitar I bought helped me on my journey to get to where I was comfortable to play after a very painful hand condition. So, with all that said, I have my guitar inventory in this studio, just a couple other rooms in the house that are hanging mainly for show, some really beautiful Luna with laser etches and things like that. But I have my guitar inventory down to 30 guitars. I will, and I've said this before, and I'm actually thinking about writing a book about it. I'm going to get this down to about 5 guitars. Um, and then I'm going to turn the studio back into just a den, that'll have 5 guitars in it. So, what is the big thing I do that helps me to keep a guitar or eliminate a guitar? When I say eliminate, I don't mean that in a bad way. When I give away a guitar, I see it bring joy to other people. I've given away, of course, a plethora of them to my family and got them, grandkids and even all my sons back to playing again and things of that nature. But I periodically, with a friend of mine, we find somebody and they're struggling and we give them a guitar. So, what is the question? What are the things I do to figure out what I want to keep? I mean, you can see I've got everything from that special edition Martin to a Taylor Builder's edition, that 13 fret Martin, the Gibson Hummingbird, there's my Ovation I mentioned, Alta Vista, there's a Godin, there's a Fender Telecaster, Les Paul, Mustang, Bass, Player Series, Ibanez, Gibson, LOO, Dobro, Alvarez, GS Mini. I mean, I got a bunch of guitars. I have some here. But the thing that I always ask myself, the very first thing as to whether I'm going to keep a guitar or whether I'm going to trade it on to get another guitar to give to somebody or whatever, is something that I'm sad to say I see a lot of people overlooking. Is it fun to play? Is a guitar fun to play? This is a breed love. It's a companion size. Here, let me get up here where you can see it. I actually got this guitar. That's nothing but my sound hole tuner in there. I actually got this guitar on a musician's friend stupid deal of the day. It was an unbelievably low price. Most breed love, they don't have many companions. It's the smaller size. This has a cedar top. I don't even know if it's in tune. I just grabbed it. I love the sound of the guitar. That cedar top is amazing. Mostly I love the way it feels. It's fun to play. Well, one of these guitars, for me, and remember we are all different. We have different hand sizes. We have different bellies that make me take my beloved Ovation right there that I let everybody sign. Including some people that played a part of a country music Song of the Year award that I had a video about, Ronnie Vines, and several other people that played a vital, important, as a 64-year-old retired person that's been playing since I was 12 years old. So if it's not fun to play anymore, I move it on to somebody else to enjoy it. Now, the Ovation brings back too many memories. It's not real fun to play anymore because of my belly. The bowl on the Ovation, now if I'm standing up, that's not an issue. I even like their new shallow bowls, which greatly help that. But this isn't about an Ovation. I'm talking about that Ovation right there just because I keep it for memory's sake. What it meant to me growing up, playing in 3 different bands, gospel groups, folk groups, things of that nature. These guitars to me I keep because they are fun to play. They're fun to play. Now that doesn't mean you don't have goals. A great friend of mine that goes all the way back to grammar school and youth football, a fellow guitarist. He is in one of the best Beatles cover bands in Alabama. They're called the Beat Lads. Beatlads. They are fantastic. He has a need because they absolutely are a Beatles cover band. So he has the guitars that the Beatles use, Vox amps, all those things that make their shows even more authentic. So he has very specific needs, but he still gravitates to the guitars that he likes, even within the realm of playing Beatles music and imitating, the guitarist in the Beatles, including the bass player. The bass player in there plays a Hofner. I mean, they have the Casinos. They have all the guitars they need. So he has a very specific need. If you're in a blues band, you may need a sound that you need, whether it's a Les Paul, a Strat, a Tele, whatever. But my point is, for me, um, I don't gig anymore. I would if someone needed me to. I play with other people out on the patio. Is it fun to play? Is your guitar fun to play? Now, I'm not talking about you're frustrated because you can't get an F bar chord or this or something. That's what my videos are about. They're about helping you get past those frustrations. But if you go to a guitar center or a local mom and pop and you pick up a guitar and you come up with something, when I pick up a guitar, I run through a series of chords, riffs, arpeggios, things that for me are harder to play. And then I see how whether or not they're easy to play on the guitar I'm trying out. So a very, very big thing for me in whittling down my connection, and I do intend to whittle down my connection. I'm not like Joe Bonamassa that has this unbelievably great guitar collection that he is going to do whatever he does with for his absolute greatness as a guitar player. I'm going to continue to whittle this down. This has been a journey for me that is nothing short of a blessing from God. So, it's helped me to get back to something that I've always loved that I lost the ability to do. So, once again, I ask myself every time when I start getting ready to move another guitar, buy another guitar, and I've got to where I don't buy a guitar without getting rid of 3 or 4. My wife does that with clothes. She won't buy something for herself unless she's given to a charity or something and replace that's just part of us minimizing our environment, our home, as we move further into retirement. So is it fun to play? These guitars you see right now are fun to play. The ones that are the most fun for me are probably going to hang just on that back wall, and all the rest of this will be gone. So I realize you might just have one guitar. For something you can play, is it fun to play? I'm not telling you to run out and go get another guitar. We're all different. We all have different economic circumstances. But when you play something that's fun to play, to me, then you start having fun with your playing, your learning, and your guitar journey. And I hope your guitar journey is blessed. And like I always say, and I really do mean it, hey, happy picking.